Today's video is going to be a little bit shorter than usual, so let's go outside to talk about this. On second thought, let's stay inside. That's better. It's cold outside. I guess it's winter time. Today I want to talk about dogs in Albania. And I know it's kind of a weird topic, but if you come to Albania, it's one of the things you'll notice pretty quickly. There are stray dogs kind of all over the place, and in my research on the internet, it talks a lot about how very few people keep dogs as pets or any of that sort of stuff, and so all the dogs that you see are going to be strays, and that's not entirely true. As I walk around, I see a number of people walking dogs on a leash, and I see even more dogs being kept inside of a fence as kind of a guarded area. But that's not to say there are not a lot, and I mean a lot, of stray dogs. And they wander just kind of all over the place. To be honest, I've never actually been bothered by any strays. They've come up to me while I've been filming or just kind of wandering around. They were wandering around, not me. Well, I guess I was too a little bit. But anyway, they came up to me a little bit, but they never are aggressive. They're just kind of curious and wondering what's going on. And I've never felt unsafe around them, really. Oftentimes there will be shepherds up in the mountains that have dogs, and those ones are going to be a little bit more aggressive because they're protecting their territory or they're protecting their flock, I guess. But the ones that wander around the city, I don't really think twice about them as they're wandering around. More often than not, if a human approaches them, they'll turn and they'll run away and they'll like tuck their tail between their legs and just kind of take off. So it's really not something to be worried about usually, but it's something that if you're going to be coming to this country, you want to be aware of so that it's not shocking when you get here. Similar to the trash video that I made, I don't want to just paint Albania as this beautiful, perfect picture, because there are a lot of beautiful, perfect photos to be taken, but when you get here and walk off the plane and start driving through the cities, that's not necessarily what you're gonna see. Now, I don't know if I would say I've done extensive, but I've done a good amount of research on this, trying to figure out why there's this problem with the dogs, and everything that I can find points back to the fact that nobody neuters or spays dogs. So then if they own a dog and it has a litter, they don't want to keep paying for those dogs to feed them and whatever, so they kind of just release them, and then the dogs out in the wild are doing their thing and more dogs keep coming, and so it just has become this infestation of stray dogs wandering around. For a long time, what the local governments would do in the more touristy areas in order to get rid of this problem of stray dogs is they would just start poisoning them. They would put some sort of poison in or around the trash, and the dogs would come up and be rummaging for food in the trash and eat the poison and then die, and you'd have a dead dog just lying next to the dumpster. Thankfully, there were a lot of people that were upset about this, and so a lot of different shelters have been popping up in some of the bigger, more touristy cities in order to prevent the government from having to poison the dogs. And that's about all I have to say about that. If you live in Albania and you have something to say about the dog infestation here, then go ahead and comment down below. I would love to discuss it with you, and maybe you have a different perspective on it than I do. I realize this isn't a fun or exciting topic, but I try to provide a healthy balance of negatives and positives so that when people come to Albania, they know exactly what to expect, rather than just always seeing the good parts and hoping for that. Thanks for watching. Go check out one of these two videos, and I'll see you guys next week.